CP the Artist here to talk about love, life, and art. Maybe not in that order, but today we're here to talk about the baby situation with his baby mother, Danileigh. I believe you pronounce her name. I believe she's a artist. Also, apparently last night they got into a, don't want to call it the domestic dispute. I don't know if that's too strong of a word to use. First of all, I like to say that I've been here before.
Shit, he wants me to get out of his house. Go ahead.
Let's just
Go ahead, baby. Tell him. Tell him. Where's this stupid ass nigga at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Yeah, whatever. He wanna call the fucking cops on me for whatever the fuck reason. Whatever. Stupid ass. My 3-month-old baby. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Fucking bitch ass nigga. No, I
Been here before with an ex. Several years ago, I was in a relationship with a young woman. She had a lot of issues going on with herself where she didn't know how to communicate, control her anger. How I see this situation with the baby was, he was just kicking this woman out that was probably being verbally abusive, probably was threatening him in some type of way, and he just wanted to protect himself by putting all this and documenting all of this on IG Live, which I'm not a fan of. I think in social media we should keep most of our private lives private. But the deeper issue of this is that the problems in this relationship and the problems with people is that we all tend to gravitate to more dysfunction in our lives than we need to.
Shawty calls my phone, call my assistant phone, her mama, DMing my cameraman, calling and texting my assistant. Her mama them trying to control her, trying to keep her over there. She trying to run away with me. I'm not trying to have nothing to do with none of this shit. I'm just trying to take care of my baby when he get here and make sure my baby gonna be straight when she get here. I'm not trying to have nothing to do with nothing. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have nothing to do with nothing. I'm just trying to step up to the plate as a man and take care of my baby no matter how I ended up having a baby. It's a blessing to me. This just, this is how I'm set up as a man. You know what I mean? She called me 150 times. I'm like, nah, you need to stay here with your people. You need to, you know what I mean? Yeah, you need to work out what you got going on. All this shit is on, all this shit on record, cause Shawty, that's how Shawty go all out with shit. Like, Shawty will text me 100,000. This shit really is deep. You get what I'm saying? But that's what I'm in. It's my reality. This what I'm mixed up in. So I got to stand on the business and still be there and take care of the child.
We come from hurt people whom hurt people. Generational curses, whether we inherited trauma and dysfunction from our parents, from loved ones, and then we just pass it down to another generation. And this is what I see here. I see two individuals that probably are used to dysfunction and fell in love or lust or whatever you want to call it. I don't really know their business. I'm not going to try to get into that. But the core of the matter is that you have two people that are not right for each other.
in your
So
house.
listen.
I had a whole closet. I have an underwear drawer, you idiot. I have
Somebody
a side
come
of a fucking
get
sink
this
in
girl.
your bathroom. Stop acting like I just came into your
Look
life
at her.
and
Look at
just
her.
fucking. Oh my god, you're so funny, bro. This is so funny. How you gonna go on live with me in the other room thinking I ain't gonna come out and talk?
I'm not tripping on you coming out. Why are you still here? You got to leave. This is real life. This not the shit with your
My
parents.
son is later.
No, let's get you one now. Do you need help? Let's get you a
Your
jet.
help at all.
You have to leave. Shawty got to go. Can y'all? Like, what's up? I can't leave. I can't leave.
Look at this.
I can't leave. I've been sitting up all night. I can't get no sleep. This
Good
is
sleep, okay.
get out.
You're a fucking dog.
This is get out.
Acting like you're
Mix
such
with.
a good ass father.
I'm not trying to be. Listen.
You're not.
And And this is what happens. This is what happens when unhealed trauma happens. When you have unhealed trauma, you're most likely going to bring that out and play that out into your future. In our daily lives, how we cope with issues, how we basically deal with life as a whole is systemic to what we and how we grew up as kids. Two adult people aren't supposed to get into bits of rage and calling the cops on each other and talking down to each other on social media for everybody to hear. This is childlike behavior. This is stunted growth on both sides. Unfortunately, there's a child involved, and we gotta hope and pray for that child's two parents to finally get together, maybe through counseling, anger management, that sort of thing. If you're in this type of situation, the best thing to do is to separate for some time being. Work on yourselves for the child. Do a child the service of first getting yourself right so you could give them something better to inherit. Give them something better to look for. Give them the blueprint of being a constructive and loving adult. Because children are like sponges. Children are going to soak up whatever a parent is feeding them. That's how they are. And then those children are going to end up being adults. This situation is just bad. I think Dababy did the right thing. Can't lie to you. You got to document things because as a man, let's be honest, it's her word against his. He called the cops on her, and you see how she reacted towards authority. Something that we don't really talk about much is walking away. Walking away when a situation gets worse than it's supposed to be. I don't believe her story at all. I think she's basically gaslighting the public, trying to make him look bad. I mean, we all know that Dababy is not trying to, diss him or anything like that, but he has a track record. So whatever she says, I believe 99% of people, 80% of people, a large majority of people are going to believe. It's going to be her word against his word against hers. And it's unfortunate because there's a child involved. But for the people that are listening, men, we got to start courting and start verifying and understanding the women that we're choosing to be our kids' mothers. When you pass your seed, it's the most important thing is to have somebody that's going to nurture it and to raise it up, and it's going to help you be the man that you need to be, and so you could take responsibilities, and so you don't have to deal with petty dramas that are unnecessary. Because right now the main focus should be about the child and raising this child and providing for this child and loving for this child, whether you're together or you're not. You have to put all these things aside, these petty arguments, these whatever, put them aside just for the child's sake, for the child's well-being. And I hope for the best for all of them. I think we should be in prayer. I know this is going to be probably a debate for a couple of days. Knowing this is going to be another incident with Dababy and Dababy mama. One thing about toxic women. Right? Toxic women, they don't start off as toxic. They start off as loving, love bombing. They're going to love you, seduce you. They're going to be very jealous. They're going to be very controlling. They'll go hot and then they'll go cold. For example, like I was with a woman. She did everything that wherever I wanted, she did, right? Whatever I was looking for, she did. So, but then in the process, like weeks later, I started seeing signs of hyperaggression. Started off with maybe like having like, you know, getting triggered easily. Then calling me, talking about, oh, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean what I said, and so forth and so on. And as men, we were just thinking, well, it was just a pattern. It was just this one-time thing. But we don't understand that it should have been a red flag to get out. Easily triggered women could be the death of you. Women who do not know how to control their emotions are very dangerous. Men too, but I'm just talking to the men right now. When you're in a situation where a woman is hyper volatile, she doesn't hold, she has a history of not holding down good relationships. She prioritizes on herself, and she doesn't have this equal balance of providing for herself, and loving you, then that's just a toxic situation to even be in. I think that men, we have to start looking at these signs. We probably, most likely, let's be honest, that we had a mom that mirrored the same image as our toxic girlfriend. And we think that's normal. But one thing that we have to do is we have to grow out of that. We have to grow out of the toxic mom syndrome, because the toxic mom syndrome will make you love a toxic woman, because it feels natural. You know, it feels natural. But not everything that's natural should be, you know, deemed as, you know, good. So it's very important that we got to grow and be the men that we need to be by having values, having standards, having self-love. And men that struggle with self-love have a higher chance of being with a toxic woman, because we believe that this is all we can get and all that we deserve. We don't believe that we're more deserving of a woman that's able to love us. And that's a mentality that we have to start breaking. We've seen toxicity, whatever, and we don't believe that a good woman is out there to love us, but they are. There's a lot of good women that are out there that are willing to love us. In closing, I think that these situations have been too prevalent in our generation. I think that men, we have to be a lot more careful on the women that we have in our lives, because men, look, whether it's a short-term fling or it's a long-term situation, you know, a woman could be your downfall. Let's be honest, a woman could be your downfall. We already know friends could be our downfall. And I'm not singling out women, I'm not trying to bash women or whatever. But women are probably the number one investment that we can make. Besides a house, besides a car. You could buy a new car, you could sell your car, you could buy a new house. But with the wrong woman, mentally, physically, financially, that could set you back for decades. So we gotta be smarter. We gotta figure out self-love. We gotta be more. We gotta be more mindful. We gotta be more mindful of who we are as men. With that, I say pray for Dababy. Pray for his baby mom. Hope the situation is not a reoccurrence, and I hope this video is a lesson to everybody. I pray that seeing this, more people will try to get out than stay in a toxic relationship. If this video was beneficial to you, please like and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you again. Peace.